بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين واللعنة الدائمة الأبدية على أعدائنا أجمعين إلى قيام يوم الدين. السلام عليكم my beloved ones ورحمة الله وبركاته. Inshallah, we are going to have discussions in various topics in the holy month of Ramadan. And we are going to start with a very important topic, which is the discussion about the Marifat. Now, we have heard that, mashallah, so many scholars, they have spoken about Marifat. If we want to support our Imam Mahdi Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif, we need to have Marifat, Marifat, Marifat. This scholar Marifat, that Maulana Marifat, this Ayatullah Marifat, this Hujjat al-Islam Marifat, this. So everywhere we have been hearing Marifat for last few years. So now Mu'mineen know that they need to have Marifat of Imam Mahdi Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif in order to support Imam Mahdi. If we don't have Marifat, what will happen? The recognition of Imam, the true recognition of Imam. What will happen? Similar to what happened with people of Kufa. Majority of people of Kufa, they betrayed Imam Hussein alayhi salatu salam because they did not have true Marifat. So we are saying Al-Ajal, Al-Ajal. People of Kufa were telling the Imam the same thing. Al-Ajal, come quickly, come quickly. We are here to support you. We are doing the same thing. So when Imam comes, have we ever asked where will our position be? Will it be like those Ansar, like Habib ibn Mudahir, who had the Ma'rifat, who stood with Imam Hussein alayhi salatu wasalam, Zuhair ibn al-Qayn, even Hur, he gained the Ma'rifat at the end time before he left this world. So the whole idea is, where do we stand? This is a very practical topic. This is a very practical topic. We need to discuss this topic because we hear a lot about Ma'rifat. And we hear there are two sides. One of those who say, come Imam, come, they will fight Imam. They will be against Imam Mahdi alayhi salatu wasalam. So we really need to know, where do we stand? This is what needs to be discussed now. Enough discussion of Marifat is there. There's so much discussion about Marifat, but about where do I stand? Me, how do I have Marifat? And if I have, how much I have? Do I have enough Marifat that I would say, Labbaika ya da'i Allah? Or no, I will hesitate. Or no, I will go and fight. My Marifat will vanquish, disappear. So we need to know how much, first of all, do we have Marifat? And then if we have Marifat, how much is our level of Marifat, degree of Marifat? Because the degree of Marifat, the level of Marifat needs to be in a way that when we are asked, how do you perceive death and sacrifice for Imam alayhi salatu wasalam? If we have fear inside our heart, and we do not say like Qasim said, it's more sweeter than the honey, then we have a problem here. We don't have enough Ma'rifah. Excuse me. We don't have enough Ma'rifah. So our series, inshallah, will be to realize how much Ma'rifah, what is the level of Ma'rifah do I have? We need to gauge our Ma'rifah. We need to measure our Ma'rifah. So inshallah, we will discuss on that. But before we start, one of the things that gains us Ma'rifat is this dua, which is narrated by Imam Sadiq alayhi salatu wasalam. Imam Sadiq alayhi salatu wasalam has spoken a lot about the end time, the coming time, the future, the time before the appearance of our Imam alayhi salatu wasalam. So he spoke to various companions. He spoke in public and he spoke in private. And when he spoke in private, he went into further details about the issues of end time. And among those companions whom Imam spoke to him about certain specific things which would happen in the end time, excuse me, in the end time, it was with Zurara. Zurara is one of the noble companions of Imam Sadiq alayhi salatu wasalam. So Imam is telling Zurara the problems of doubt. People will doubt in religion. People will doubt in Islam, which we see nowadays. People will doubt in the wilayat of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib, which we see nowadays. From people from amongst those who call Shia, Maulanas and scholars, they are creating doubts in the wilayat of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib والسلام, in the knowledge of our Imam والسلام, in the infallibility of our Imams والسلام, in the miraculous ability, which we call it wilayat takwiniya, that our Imams could perform miracles. There are doubts. And now the biggest issue we are facing also is the doubt in the Imam, the existence of Imam Mahdi والسلام. There are people that are doubting in his birth. There are people that are doubting in his existence. There are people that are doubting in the concept of the appearance totally. So there are doubts which are being created in the minds of our beloved youth, be it in the West or be it in the East. Don't think this is a problem of the West and our youth living in the West. This is a problem facing our youth living in the East. I was in Pakistan and I sat with some of our youth. They have problems in believing in the existence of Imam Mahdi alayhi salatu wasalam, in the birth of Imam Mahdi alayhi salatu wasalam. Forget about Marifat. We are having serious issue in the existence. How did it happen? How did this happen? It happened because of the people creating doubts. So, so Imam Sadiq alayhi salatu wasalam, so Imam Sadiq alayhi salatu wasalam is mentioning these things. Subhanallah, how did Imam know that this will happen? This was before 1,400 years ago. As Imam is seeing what is happening in front of him. So Imam is mentioning to Zurara all these things which will distract the followers of Ahlulbait AS from all these things we mentioned. And they will create the doubt. There will be so much fitna, so much division, so many so many causes of confusion. So what? Zurara, terrified. Yabna Rasulullah, if I reach that time, what would I do? What should I do? In adraktu dhalika zaman. If I'm in that time, what will I do? So Imam alayhi salatu wasalam said, if you reach that time, then do this dua. جعلت فداك فإن أدركت ذلك الزمان فأي شيء أعمل. قال عليه السلام يا زرارة إن أدركت ذلك الزمان فالزم هذا الدعاء وفالزم هذا الدعاء. O Zurara, if you reach that time, Zurara has not reached, but we have reached. And we claim that we are the followers of Imam Sadiq alayhi salatu wasalam. So we are asking the Imam, Yabna Rasulullah, what should we do? The doubts are all around us. So Imam said, recite this dua. What is this dua? It's easy dua. Easily you can memorize it. Okay? You can recite it in English, in Urdu, in Gujarati, in any language you want. So what is this dua? Allahumma arifni nafsak. Oh Allah, let me have the recognition and the marifat of yourself. Number one. If you will not let me have the recognition of yourself, I will not be able to recognize your prophet. Oh Allah, let me have the recognition of your messenger. if you will not let me have the recognition of your messenger, I will not be able to recognize your hujjah, your proof, your guardian, your authority, your wali, hujjah. So if I will not, oh Allah, let me have the recognition of your hujjah. If you will not let me have the recognition of your hujjah, I will deviate from my religion. Dalaltu an dini. So we'll recite this dua and we'll end this session. And we hope that you all recite this dua, at least in Salat al-Fajr if you can, so that we have our ma'rifat is increased from the 0 level to level 1. If we have level 1, it reaches to level 50. If we have level 50, we need to develop our ma'rifat. So that's why we recite this dua and we end our session. اللهم صل على محمد وآله. اللهم عرفني نفسك فإنك إن لم تعرفني نفسك لم أعرف نبيك. اللهم عرفني رسولك فإنك إن لم تعرفني رسولك لم أعرف حجتك. اللهم عرفني حجتك فإنك إن لم تعرفني حجتك ضللت عن ديني برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. صلى الله على محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين. آمين رب العالمين. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
رمضان رمضان यूं कायम है रमजान 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 यूं कायम है रमजान सदका आले मोहम्मद से बाकी है इसकी शान रमजान रमजान यूं कायम है रमजान 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 यूं कायम